I want to throw it to you, T-Shroom, to break us into the news because we got some doozies for everybody today. What do you got for us?
Strap in because it's going to get a little technical, but not too technical for you because you are smart. Check this out here. $725 billion Bernstein, it's an organization, a bank, predicting Bitcoin will hit $200,000 in 2025, calling the forecast conservative. One of the contributing statistics to this is that the Bitcoin mining difficulty hits all-time high as the mining revenue rises, signals upcoming bull run. Let me run you through some of the details, and then we'll look at a closer look at this chart here. Bitcoin difficulty hits an all-time high of 95.67 trillion, which coincides with a record hash rate that went above 700 EH over S for the first time. Once the 365 SMA, simple moving average, total miner revenue is claimed, this typically coincides with bull runs in Bitcoin. All right, so that's what it looks like in text. Let's look what it looks like on the charts. The orange line right here is not the price of Bitcoin. It is the miner revenue, and this is the main indicator we're paying attention to is that orange line. Then there's the blue line and the purple line. Those are moving averages. It is the blue line that we're interested in. That is when that is crossed to the upside, right? It's kind of like a golden cross to the upside. When the miner revenue crosses that blue line at 365-day SMA, that is historically, if you look back in 2021, and if you look back at other periods of Bitcoin's history, you can tell that is when the real bullish explosion starts. So very, very excited to see this coming back around. We have had a cycle of this already in late 2023 and into early 2024. That's what was able to push Bitcoin's price to its all-time highs. And then we had an accumulation phase that we've been in since March.
Yeah, there's complicated details when it comes to mining and hash rate and difficulty. What you need to know, though, is, as T-Shroom pointed, even just by looking at the charts, it's just as simple as saying, hey, when this orange line crosses above this blue line, special things happen. Pull it back up there, T-Shroom, because it's not just the beginnings of bull markets. You're going to see it happen back there at the end of 2019 before that first leg of that bull market. Then it cooled off. We crossed back down below, and then it happened again there right before 2021, the October of 2020 date, and then we have a special run. Well, guess what? This cycle, when did it happen here before? It corresponds right there in 2023, 2022, pretty much with the bottom of the bear market before we started this this first very explosive leg. We went really high, we cooled off, and now we're ready to explode once again. It's not just a bull market signal, it's a major buy signal. I love seeing things like this, where every time we see a cross above that blue line, you see positive money flow. Let's go ahead and move over into those charts where Bitcoin literally seconds ago just reclaimed $66,000. Before you get a little excited, though, before you say, oh, that's it, bottom in, we're done, let's get some candles closing white or bullish, depending on what color they are in your chart. We're still here on the 4-hour chart seeing a lot of blue candles over the last couple of hours. This is something we warned you guys about yesterday. I told you when taking a look at the liquidations charts that 66K specifically had a lot of bright levels, a lot of liquidity, but that level really could go all the way down anywhere closer towards 64,400. Well, coming back over, we didn't quite get down that low, but we did come back down to a little place of correction we had back here on October 15th before we made a move closer towards $70,000. This is a part of what you get when you're, in a bull market. You get these cool-offs. How far down can we go? Let's go out to the daily chart here really quickly. I want to kind of start off by saying the worst possibility here. And there's going to be some people saying, isn't the worst possibility a lot lower? Well, I'm still very bullish, even though I called for a pullback here over the last couple of days. I'm very, very bullish on Bitcoin long term. You can see out here on the daily chart, not a bullish looking chart. Our MACD line is about to cross bearish. That means that there's a chance that this dip actually is not over. You come over to our daily chart. We're still sitting here in limbo. Yesterday, we had this red reversal, bearish momentum, bearish divergence, but the money flow kind of fluctuated back and forth, being negative or positive. It ended up closing semi-positive, but then today we're back in limbo, and it looks like that money flow might want to go ahead and turn south. Problem is, you do have to wait for the close of the daily candle today. But with seeing that MACD and the RSI both looking negative, you have to go ahead and start asking yourself the question, is it possible? Is it possible that Bitcoin falls all the way down towards its smart trail? Now, this smart trail is climbing. This isn't a smart trail that's moving horizontally yet, but it's slowing down its trajectory right now as we cool off. Which means, while we said 64.4 was a target to keep an eye on the other day, there's a chance we drop a little bit lower, possibly even down towards this $62,000 mark. If you come over to liquidity and you come out to a slightly larger time frame, the majority of liquidations are still sitting to the upside. All right, we got to go longer here. Let's go 1 month and see if 1 month is going to give us more information here. There we go. You can see it's not a whole heck of a lot, but we do have some liquidity that comes all the way down here towards $63,000. While I'm not necessarily sitting here saying it's the most probable move, it's actually just as bright as all liquidity at the moment on the monthly chart, sitting up towards 70,000. So while we're going to be talking a lot of bullish stuff today, I just want to be very honest with you when it comes to the charts, when it comes to the levels of support and resistance. There absolutely is a chance that Bitcoin's price and crypto prices could go a little further. What does that mean, though? Because a lot of people are going to say, Tim, does that mean we're waiting to buy in at $63,000? Does that mean we're waiting to buy all these other altcoins? The thing is, no. If you're looking for a long-term buy, I believe anytime you can buy on a dip, you're doing very, very well. So if you're asking the question right now, Tim, do you think I should buy more cryptocurrency on the dip right now for a long-term hold? The answer is yes, I think you should, because I think we're closer to the bottom than some people believe. But if you're asking me, should I go ahead and enter into a short-term long position with leverage trades, that's something that I'm close. I want to see some things change on lower time frames, but not quite in a spot where we want to start entering any type of leverage long positions. That's just good risk management. For now, the worst case scenario, going back to my chart, is a pullback back down here towards $62,000, $63,000, touching of the daily smart trail. That could be in the cards. On the 12-hour chart, the reason why there's a chance that the bottom is in is because we did get a sell signal here not that long ago on the 12-hour chart, confirmed. We don't have to wait any longer for it to happen, and it is touching the 12-hour smart trail right there. And on a technicality, the daily chart has not officially launched a sell signal. You have a sell signal on Luxago on this candle. You have a negative money flow at the moment, but if we close the day rallying, that symbol will go away. This money flow will turn back positive. It will cancel out our bearish sell signal. So for now, it is a little bit of a trading, sit and wait on Bitcoin. For long-term investing, I would say go ahead and buy the dip. 65 is a lot better than buying at 69, which is where you were just a couple of days ago. Bitcoin's back up above 66 at 363. What we're watching for, let's zoom in here really quickly. We're watching this green bubble. You guys see how it's slightly slanted down right here? This is the money flow. If this holds to the downside, then we would have our trifecta of a bearish signal, a bearish reversal dot up here. All the reversal dots happen up top. A bearish momentum oscillator. So this gray line now is moving to the downside. The third part of this is the money flow. And you might be saying, Tim, it's already down right now. Well, this will not close until the daily candle closes. So at the current price action, we are currently under a sell signal. If the price were to shoot back up and this candle on the daily chart were to turn white, let's say it gets back up here to 67,300. We got, about 3 hours left for this to happen. If that happens, we will cancel out that sell signal. There will be no sell signal. But if we close where we currently are or lower, the price we're watching, 90% of the times, we end up seeing the smart trail. This is what this blue line is right here. If it's a sell signal and we're above the smart trail, which is when it's blue, we 90% of the time see that chart return to that level. Well, That level at the moment is kind of coming close here to 62. It's still climbing, which is why we're kind of giving a little box of worst case scenario. We have liquidations and we have levels here around 63 to 62,000. That box is our worst case. 12 hours, I did this technical analysis already, but the 12-hour chart, which is where we're getting support right now, we had a sell signal, red reversal, bearish momentum, negative money flow. It now has officially bounced off of its 12-hour smart trail. Will that end up holding? Will we see a much larger move to the upside and then officially no bear signal on the daily chart? We're going to have to wait until tonight to find that out. That will be something I will update our VIP trader community over there in Discord on tonight after 7 p.m. when the daily candle closes.
Elon Musk's Tesla is not a seller. We had a headline a little while ago that potentially they could have been. However, that's not how it panned out. From the Twitter account here, Redman, big shout out to Redman. Elon Musk's Tesla moved $776 million in Bitcoin, but it is still in control of the wallets. This is data coming to us via Arkham. It's not just folks that are holding on to Bitcoin and refraining from selling, and it is also those who are new buyers. Buyers on what? Buyers on a thesis of getting away from inflation. Let's take a look and listen from someone who's doing just that.